If you're a parent, please don't ignore this. The screen in your child's hand may be quietly affecting the way their brain develops. Let me explain this in a way that makes sense. There's something researchers call virtual autism. It is not an official diagnosis, but it describes something very real. Children will begin to show autism-like behaviors because of excessive screen time. You see a child not talking when they should, not responding to their name, avoiding eye contact. They become more interested in the screen than people. Let me make this clear. This is not the same as autism spectrum disorder, but too much of screen time can actually mimic it. And in some cases, when you reduce the screen time, the child improves. Now, here is why. In the first 2 to 5 years of life, your child's brain is developing at a very rapid rate. That is when they learn how to talk, how to respond, how to interact, how to understand emotions, and all of this comes from one thing: human interaction. Now, replace that with a screen. A screen does not wait for your child to respond. A screen does not make eye contact. A screen does not say it again. A screen definitely does not build conversation. It just plays. So the child is watching but not interacting, listening but not communicating, stimulated but not developing properly. Some of these children are now like small zombies. Call their name 5 times, no response. But let the cartoon intro play from the kitchen. They will run like they heard their destiny call. And when you try to collect the phone, you're asking for war. Full-blown protest. Tears, screaming, rolling on the floor. At this point, we're not parenting again. We're negotiating with a very small, very emotional CEO. This is not just bad behavior. This is what happens when the brain gets used to constant stimulation without effort. Real life now feels slow. Normal interaction feels boring. And patience becomes a problem. Now, here's something that should make you think. Even Steve Jobs, the man who invented the iPad, mentioned that he did not allow his kids to use it excessively. The people making the device understand its power. And of course, research has shown that children with high screen time are more likely to have speech delay, attention problem, and reduced social interaction. But here's the good news. In some children, when you reduce the screen time significantly, they improve. This is not about banning screen time completely. It is about being intentional. Limit screen time, and if possible, no screen time for children less than 2 to 3 years. Avoid using screen as a babysitter. Increase talking, reading, and playing. Let your children interact with you, not just a device. If your child is not talking, not responding, and avoiding eye contact, don't assume it's just screen time. You must rule out hearing problem, developmental delay, and autism spectrum disorder. See a professional early. Your child's brain is not built by what they watch, it is built by who they interact with. Put the screen down sometimes and give your child one thing that no screen can replace: you. Now you know.